New MTMJ podcast. Last week, police conducted a welfare check on Grizzlies John Morant after he posted several disturbing posts. Um, the first one was, right, he said, "Love you, Mom." Then he gave it a blue heart emoji. And he said, "Love you, Pops." And he gave that a blue heart emoji. He told his baby girl, "You go be you the greatest." He gave that a blue heart emoji and said, "Love you." Then he followed those posts with simply saying bye when he had his Grizzlies jersey on. Now, listen, if you don't know how to read in between the lines, that does seem like he's saying goodbye and he's about to take his life. Thank God when they did the welfare check that everything was okay. But that's why, like, man, you folks don't think about the lasting effects when celebrities go through certain situations in the media. Folks laugh and everybody got all these posts, but he see it, you know. He's still young. And you know that generation, they're very sensitive. So it's just like one of those things like, man, you gotta like watch what you do and you gotta understand what comes with trying to be something that you're not or portraying yourself to be something that you're not paid to be, right? And it sucks that folks maybe thought that, but also know that's can be also a form of trolling. You feel me? Like he wants attention right now, and it's clear with that post that he wants attention. So what you think about that, babe?
I think it could be more
Yeah,
to the situation. Like I'll even go to the point of he made his apologies and stuff, and it's like everybody can say, so what was the point of apologizing if you just gonna do the same thing and be careless about the situation, or just be like it is what it is. Like you didn't have any um thoughts. Like he apologized, said he wanted to be a better role model for his daughter when he did it the first time, but you did it again. So it's just like, do you really care? Or, you just saying this just to be able to be like, okay, if I say something good, but the people want to hear, then, they'll get over it. But has anybody ever thought of what he potentially may really, really have going on a spectrum of disability aspect? Because that's giving real life some autistic stuff. Like, you say the good thing, your intentions of it, but you know, you mentally may really have something going on. You get what I'm saying? And that may not be something that want to be publicly announced or whatever, but it may really be some type of serious disability. Because it's not like he doing this stuff and he's coming back at it like I don't even know how to put it into words now because it's giving more of he has a real life diagnosis somewhere. Because I know people do stuff and then like drinking. People say I'm not gonna drink no more, but they really don't mean that. But do he know what he's really saying and what he doing? Because that's not how he grew up. Huh?
yeah, that's not how he grew up. But I'm specifically talking about the mental aspect, having to do a welfare check. What you think about that?
That's what I'm saying.
Like
That was good.
the cry for help.
But I'm just saying with everything that's going on with people that's actually taking their lives and people not taking it serious and actually going to check on that person, that really was a good thing to do. To actually do it. Because they could have blew that off. And then if they would have blew it off, what if something would have really did happen? So I guess
I
they're trying to fix stuff that they didn't do in the past.
I, I know we had this platform, right? And anyone with a podcast, social media, TikTok, YouTube, whatever they choose to do, can choose however they choose to to talk and say things on their platform. But like I try my best to use this platform to be positive, right? And not just try to be clickbaity. But it do get to a point, right, where like these celebs who have so much to say. I'm talking about the Gilbert Arenases, the Steven Jacksons, the Brandon Marshalls, these sports figures, the Matt Barnes. These guys, they run in a similar circle. They all kind of run in the same circle. They go to like some of the same like sports events or whatnot. Instead of just jumping on these shows and jumping on your Instagram and just trying to like be clickbaity like everyone else, regardless if you feel like you are trying to defend his actions or defend a mistake, how about find a way to just pick your phone up and call this person? Or how about pop up on them if you can? Because I think it's crazy how they say we not being watched and they say they not tracking us, but they can just pop up at his house and do a welfare check. And these are strangers that don't even know this guy. And you folks get behind a camera and a microphone and you use your celebrity to either think you're doing something positive or disannouncing whatever he's doing. But if the police can do it or in any of these situations, it's easy for you to do it. So like, do this young man a favor because that may have been a cry for help, and he might be he might not his father might not have a voice, his friend might not have a voice. That man might be lonely right now because like the one thing I've always heard people say is wealth sometimes come with a point of loneliness, and he may be wilding out because the celebrity part of being the player that he is isn't the funnest. Sometimes he just want to be normal. Sometimes he just want to act like he doesn't have that stardom around over his head. Sometimes he just want to be a normal person, and that's okay. Sometimes trying to be normal, you act abnormal, and
Yeah.
we may not understand it. We may all disagree with it, but at the end of the day, my wife said it before. He's human, and when you put that human aspect in front, instead of just having these conversations and feeling like you need to dog people on your channel and do this and do that, because I've been guilty of doing it too. Like, you dummy, like, do better, don't fumble the bag.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same token, I am a regular person, and I like, yeah, I would like a little bit more wealth. Yeah, I don't want to be popular as person, but
But I think that's what the issue is. Like when I said I don't want to be nobody's role model, it's because of stuff like this. Like he got to the point where stuff that he wanted to do that he probably wasn't able to do because when he didn't have the money. So it's like now I got it. I can do these things, but I don't want to be scrutinized for wanting to do the stuff that I couldn't do when I didn't have it. So that's why I say it goes back to people like my husband says. People are human, and like I said, I don't want to be nobody's role model. And I don't think nobody wants to actually sign up to be somebody's role model because everybody has flaws. But when you got a celebrity and all this stuff behind you, you now the thing to look out for, you can blow your nose wrong and they're gonna find a reason. So I just think that everything doesn't have to be recorded. And like my husband said, pop up. You don't have to record everything. You don't have to. Oh, if you're going to do something for somebody, and do it and be genuine. Don't expect stuff in return. Oh, my bad. Don't expect stuff in return. And that's just like if somebody asks you for money. If you know you can't afford to be without it, don't give it out. Because then you're gonna look at that person different, or you're gonna have something to say when they do stuff, and you like, well, dang, they able to go out and do X, Y, and Z, but they owe me money. Like if you're gonna be genuine and do things, it doesn't always have to be a favor in return. But that's what people fail to realize when it comes to these celebrities. They're only celebrities because there's a camera in their face. Can't people just be human and do what they want without somebody always having something to say to put them in a situation, then y'all gonna be crying, woe is me, if he really do take his life. Then it's gonna be, oh, he was a good kid, oh, this, that. But who actually reached out to save him?
Or help them.
So it goes all to the human race is the most disrespectful ass race when it comes down to it, because we only care about what we care about that
But
benefits and
I
affects
can't even
us.
say that. I don't think it's the human race. It's us. It's us black people.
But it's not just,
No,
I'm
because
trying.
no, I say that to be that's wrong. Because them Latinos, they live 30 in a house and they all care about one another. And I don't ever see them treating their kind the way we do our own people. If you look at the way the murder rate is against us doing it to us, it's
Oh yeah,
us.
I'm just saying in general when it comes to caring and taking and doing certain things,
And I'm still
and we're a
saying
higher rate, but we're
we
not the only ones doing it.
I understand that, but we are like you just said, the higher rate of
Yeah, we are. We
yeah.
are the higher
All right.
rate.
All right. Well, I'm praying for Ja Morant. I'm praying for his family, and we hope uh, that he gets the help if he needs help, or he gets the love that he needs. MTMJ podcast.